Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be doing a coaching session for Soraka, so special thanks to Jason for the very generous donation. This is during stream as well. So you might hear me occasionally talking to some people in chat about the game. This is patch 8.16. As far as like runes, Airy, Barrier... Can't tell the secondaries, but that's pretty standard. I do think that Soraka has kind of taken a hit with the nerf to Airy and Scorch. It's a big part of why Soraka was kind of like really popular for a little bit, was because you could just spam E on people and trigger Airy and Scorch over and over again in the landing phase. Sadie, no. Okay, let's go ahead and blue side. Hey, what's up, Guillermo? You know where Graves is, so you should be able to play up, try to go for some harassment, because you have a heal and they don't, so you should try to use that to your advantage. Yeah, you should be getting up here throwing more Qs. I mean, it looked like Graves was going to Wolves. Whenever you land a Q, make sure you put a heal on him. It increases your heal by like 40%. Okay, there he is. So be careful. He did rotate back down to get the scuttle. No, don't run into the river. Well, sort of, Lee. Some people ask for that. Some people specifically like to do it on stream. Coaching session versus off stream. Because some people ask me stuff, like, while we're streaming. Jason's not streaming right now. He didn't seem like he really cared if it was on stream or off stream. But sometimes people, like, if I don't look at the chat, I can't see if they ask me questions. So some people specifically... like for me to see if they have anything to say, like, hey, I was out of position here, did that, what should I have done? So some people like the interaction. If I don't look at the chat, I can't see it. Some people would like for me to chime in on conversations too. If other people are saying, hey, you should have played it this way or that way, then, I can offer some commentary about that. So that's just what comes along with, coaching on stream. So overall, pretty good. Try to push up. They're gonna back. If people want it specifically off stream, then I do, want me to do the Google Doc and stuff like that, then I can do that. So it's always an option. I don't mind her sitting on Wrath, but run. He's probably gone. Yeah, I don't know. Let me back up and see. I think you should have just run off of that. Yeah, you have no mana. Like, I don't know what he expects you to do. He's walking into, like, 10 minions. It's just really dumb. I think you were right not to fight. You even ate the Q for him, so... Yeah, I think that's about all you can do there. Nice.
Shut down.
Alright, what do you got? And maybe go for, probably just a redemption here to start. Maybe Athene's. Like, Mikhail's is not going to be that great. They don't have that many stuns. Like, a double bomb can stun, but... I mean, I guess it can cleanse off the slow. The E slow on somebody. The nerf to Mikhail's definitely hurt Soraka. Watch out, they could be missing. They're not up a lot, they're up a little bit. Here's Graves, run, 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 run. You didn't need to flash there. They're not going for you. I know it's kind of scary, but you know when you're at full health like that, and they're obviously going to focus out the Jhin, you can preserve that. Go ahead and Q him a couple of times. Now heal him, heal him, heal him, heal him, heal him. You want to try to land your Q first and then heal. Heal, 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 heal. I know your heal was back up at some point. That was like 20 seconds. So I definitely would have healed in there somewhere. What are you leveling? Oh, 3 points of E. No, I would not do that. You know, in this lane, especially when you're behind like this, you don't want to get multiple points in Equinox. It's especially after the nerfs to Aerie and Scorch, you really don't want to do that build anymore. Like, yeah, you do a little bit more poke damage, but it's not going to make that much of a difference, especially if you're behind. You really just want to transition to maxing out the W. If you're, you know, if you're doing okay in lane, you could maybe think about getting like 3 points of Q. You can spam that more often. That at least empowers your heal, so that when you hit a Q, it's going to heal for more. But the E was a very short-lived fad with Soraka that was based on an overpowered Scorch and Aerie combination. So yeah, you definitely want to be boosting up your heal, especially if you're in a lane like this where you're just losing really hard. Be careful, they're gonna camp you. Towers, yeah, and he's dead again. You just run, they're just gonna turn around on you probably. Y'all can't be up that far with no tower. And Graves is gonna know your flashes are down too, so it's much more likely that he's gonna come in and alright, try to heal. Yeah, I think Graves cancels mottos. I think people are right about that, but at any rate, you know, when you're losing that hard, like, you can't be up that far. You just gotta ping him back, and you can't really ward that deep either. Because, like, if Graves rolls up, they could collapse on you and kill you. So, you know, I don't mind dropping a pink ward, like, over this wall or something, but you really just have to, like, drop your wards, like, here and maybe, like, upriver a little bit. Especially on Soraka, because you don't have any answer. Like, you have no escapes, so if Graves just rolls up in the river and they collapse on you, you're dead. You know, if you're something like a Pike who can jump over this wall, or a Recon or something like that, you know, maybe you can ward a little deeper, but the Soraka, you gotta be really cautious about that stuff. You just, oh, your heal is so small right now because of those 3 points. Yeah, like, definitely if you're behind, it needs to be leveling up your heal. No, don't front line. You're probably dead again. Yeah, you can't ever really be on the front. You need to just stay really, really far back. And just heal people. You're just gonna die. Just back up. Heal, heal, heal. It's probably on cooldown. What's up, Sammy? Yeah, but there's no point in changing Nightbot for this because my schedule's so random these days. Not like random, but it just changes a lot every week. Just run. I think something that I'm definitely noticing is you're staying too long trying to help people that are going to die anyways. So, just, you know, just try to gauge a little bit better, like, can I actually save this person or not, you know? Because Soraka is going to go down with the ship a lot of times. If you roll up and it's a lost fight, they're probably going to run you down and kill you, especially with Zillion, because he has so many ways to speed people up. So, like, you just have to let that Jhin die right there. If you were like a Rakan or a Pike or a Janna or something, maybe you can show up and try to help just because you'd have so many escapes, but, like, as Soraka, you really don't have a lot going for you. You need to get tier 2 boots, for sure. The map's just so opened up right now. I'd probably just get mobility boots because people are just kind of all over the place. You need to speed up and try to get there. No, run. You're... Wow, he evaporated. Like, you're walking too far forward to try to, like, your E doesn't matter. Like, you don't have any AP hardly, you're so far behind. Like, it's not worth it to walk up, you know, to try to land this E on him. You know, you're just gonna tickle him, and then he's gonna one-shot you. So you gotta kinda, and look at his items too. He's got like 2 full items, you know? So like you see this, your first instinct should be run, like not cast. But you shouldn't even be walking over there because you know they're there, right? Because they just did Dragon. So they're all in this area. So you gotta just adjust a little bit according to sort of what's going on. Run. You don't even have enough health to heal him. Just run. Like, if she hits you with that zap, or if Ahri, like, comes in with her ult, if her ult happened to be up, then you would have just given them another kill also. So, you just gotta back up and just let people die. You gotta learn to play a bit more defensively. Just put down defensive wards and just really sit in the back and do a lot of nothing. While you're, not exactly nothing, but, like, you do not want to be the first person getting hit. You don't want to be trying to save people that are already dead. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, Detour. You'll get it, buddy. Just gotta be patient.
Shut down.
No, that's not 7 milliseconds for them. That's me watching it, I think. It's 7 milliseconds. So, like, when I'm not actually playing it, there's a 7 millisecond delay on a replay. That's on my computer. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe that is his milliseconds. I don't know. Maybe it is. I just assumed that was my computer, but I would actually have more FPS. Yeah, maybe that is his milliseconds. He must live, like, in the server room or something. I don't know. I just had assumed that was mine. But maybe that's his. I don't know. I'd have to go watch other replays. I never really looked at that. Yeah. I just don't think... I mean, I guess you got it from him, but, like, he's got smite, you know? Like, it's very unlikely you're gonna take that from him. But he wasted the smite on somebody else, so he didn't have it, but still, like... Like, when one of your teammates dies, your first thought process should be, we need to back up and chill, you know? If you see Jhin die in that area, you shouldn't immediately rush over there and say, let's fight, you know? Because you're down a person. Like, the rest of them could collapse from middle over there. So, if somebody dies, you need to be thinking, we need to play defensively. I still think you should stop what you're doing and get mobility boots, because there's just so much going on right now. And you're having to rotate so much. Yeah, definitely do not get 4 points in Equinox. Like, there is some logic behind getting 2 or 3 in lane if you're winning lane, but like outside of lane, after level 6, it should definitely 100% be your W. Hey, what's up, Jason? I am recording it for you. So that's Jason. This is who we're coaching here. Welcome, Jason. Yeah, I am recording it. I had a 30-minute dodge on stream, and I figured I'd go ahead and get this in for you. Thanks for being patient with the replay with me there, with the kind of crazy travel schedule I have. Hey, what's up, Mr. Magpie? Nice. Glad you finally get a little break with the league. Yeah, right now I'd just be chilling. Just try to, like, ward here or something. Just take some, like, defensive safe wards. Do you have wards? No, you're out of wards. Gonna be dragging in about a minute. Good kitty. You got completed redemption? Okay. Definitely mobility boots after this. Like, usually I do mobility boots, especially if the team's behind and they're just kind of all over the place, just skirmishing, like not really having organized 5v5s, just so you can rotate around the map, get to places better. Soraka doesn't need Ionians as much as some other champs because her heal is on such a low cooldown. Like, it's nice to have it, but it's because a lot of the time you're just spamming your heal and your Q and fights, and those are both already on a low cooldown. It is nice to have CDR for her ult, but it's not as crucial on her as it is on someone who has really long, multiple really long high impact cooldowns. Nice. there's 2 dead. I would go, yeah, go get Dragon. It's a little dangerous because y'all don't have wards. You don't have... Talon has his ult, Malphite doesn't, but... Yeah, I still think you can get Dragon. I would ping Malphite off of this. You gotta definitely try to be more proactive and shot call for your team. Just like, if people are doing dumb stuff, you gotta not be mean about it, but just, you know, tell them, hey, back up, come help us with Dragon, you know, just kind of direct them. That's one of the biggest strengths as support, because you don't have to CS, especially in the laning phase, and so you have more of your brain power you can put on paying attention to the minimap and shot calling. That's why most like professional teams use their support as the shot caller. Either the jungler or the support. Jungler for similar reasons, because you don't have to like pay attention to your jungle camps while you're farming. Or you shouldn't be focusing that much attention on farming. Yeah, just keep running. Oh. No, don't turn around, just run. She's gonna die, just run. Okay, good dodge. If he's gonna die, just let him die. And heal him one more time and run. Yeah, no, run away.
Shut down.
No, just go heal, man. Yeah, there you go. Now just run. Just go heal. And go pick up Moby Boots if you have gold for it.
Shut down.
Some kind of tier 2 boots. There. Well, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Just some kind of tier 2. They do have triple AD. My thoughts on Ninja Tabby are like, unless they have like relatively unavoidable damage, like they have a Zed or a Talon or just some kind of Rengar, some kind of AD assassin that's gonna get on you and there's not much you can do about it, then I wouldn't get Tabby. I would probably just get, because you can position a little better probably, right? And like avoid the Jinx from hitting you or avoid like Renekton from getting on you. So I would just play with the mobility boots and just try to maybe position a little better. You need to be careful being down here while Baron's up because you don't have teleport. If they see 2 of you bottom, they could go either force Baron or starve out all of your vision around Baron and force you to come face check it.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, do not go through there. They could all be, yeah, they are all coming. Run. Don't worry about using your E to try to like slow people or do some damage. Just hit them with Qs and run. He's probably gonna die. Yeah, y'all really shouldn't be up that far. Like you have vision, but Soraka's so slow, and like Talon's not that fast either. And like Zillion just makes people move so quickly that you really have to. That's right, Sammy. You really have to respect that like everyone is much faster than you think they should be because of Zillion. Maybe Malphite cleans up. Okay. Assume you're probably going Mikhail's. You could go Ardent, I guess. Ardent's not that great on this team. You don't have anyone that benefits heavily from attack speed on hit damage. So I probably wouldn't go Ardent. I mean, I would probably go Athene's right here, so your heals are a little bigger. Ardent does give you move speed, which is nice, but I still think if you're already committed to Forbidden Idol, I'd probably go Mikhail's, I suppose. You can cleanse like Charm or maybe Chompers or like Double Bomb. The extra plus healing and shielding also scales with redemption healing, so that's nice. Yeah, it's just a coaching real quick, Scott. We had a 30-minute dodge. Yeah, you really shouldn't be down here. Like, once again, they're gonna force action around Baron if you send 2 people bottom. Like, your role changes as a support a lot of times. It's not really anymore to support, like, to follow around somebody in a side lane. It's really to maintain vision over top priorities and just sort of be like a safety, you know, to use like an American football term. Like, you're just trying to like usually hang out in the middle of the map, get really good vision, and just rotate to wherever you need to be. Because if you're in the middle, it's easier to rotate to the action. Yeah, you don't really want to be caught up in a side lane for too long, a lot of times as a support. Really, most people should not be in side lanes unless they have teleport or some kind of big mobility spell in the middle or like near the mid to late game. Someone asked, why isn't the enemy closed out? Because they're not forcing Baron. They're running around chasing kills, so... Jason's team has gotten back into the game here. Yeah, you got a big wave bottom, which is nice. If you can hold them here, they're going to miss a lot. Now, they're probably going to rotate over to Dragon. Jinx is up there. If y'all can force this... a lot of people are low, though. Yeah, Nidalee doesn't have any mana. This looks bad. Yeah, it's... looks bad. Looks bad. Heal him, heal him. Okay, that was a nice heal. No, run, run, run. Do not fight this. Not with Jinx there. She's gonna get this reset. Alright. Wait, how did you die? Just got hit by something random. Okay, good redemption. Baron? Push up middle. Just push up middle. I don't think you have enough wave control to do Barons right now, but you can... If you get a couple more kills, maybe? You have... For the heal. Now if I have ult. No. Nidalee might be able to run her down. Yeah. Oh. No, she got trolled. Yeah, keep chasing. I think y'all get him here. Heal. Keep healing. Oh god. Yeah, run. Good barrier. Yeah, Baron. Baron. Stay. You can Baron. Just heal the Nidalee. Heal the Nidalee and then run out of the pit. Okay, never mind. Leave. Y'all don't have damage. Just leave. The Jin's too far behind. Yeah, just take that kill and run. You need to be paying these guys back. Well, I don't know. This is so dicey. Y'all don't have vision. Everybody's low. And I'll fight tanks it. Okay. That was scary, but y'all got it. Oh god, Jinx. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, just run. Just back. No, don't even worry about sweeping. Just back. Like, the rest of them might be trying to come up for a cleanup kill or something. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Ardent, as I mentioned before, in this specific circumstance, because Jhin really doesn't benefit. Like, yeah, the extra attack speed does convert over to AD, which is okay, but he really doesn't get that much out of it. Neither does anyone else on your team. So I think that, like, a Mikhail's would be much better there. Athene's Unholy, I think, is the best option, because they don't have a ton of CC, but I think Mikhail's would have been good. You know, maybe there's an argument for Locket there as well, but Soraka scales so well with plus healing and shielding that I think you either have to go Mikhail's or Athene's. Watch your flanks, you need to ward this right here. Make sure, like, Renekton doesn't, like, flash over this wall and kill everybody or something. Like, ward this. Anytime you're sieging like this, up the middle, you need to have your flanks warded. So, like, you need to ward here and you need to ward here, like, in this bush. You can do it over this wall. If you stand right here and ward, like, right here, it'll put it in the Okay, Renekton's right there, so you have sight of him, but just in general, it's really important to make sure your flanks are warded, especially when you're going out the middle. Nice heal. I need to, like, drop a pink ward here and ward over this wall. You've got 3 pinks. Yeah, put one right here. That'll... You'd be surprised how, like, effective that could be. No, y'all are diving. Don't dive. Just get the tower. Just heal people. Q him. Don't forget to throw your Qs. Because your Qs not only do damage, but they also increase the amount of your healing. Just get tower. Just get this tower. Please, just get this tower. Okay, get the inhibitor. Heal him. Yeah, heal him and run. Heal him and run. Ping the tower. Ping the inhibitor. Ping the inhibitor. They're about to all spawn. Run. Ping everybody back. You need to be pinging. Do not go save them. Run. They're all about to spawn. Let them die. Just get out of there. Just run. Watch out for that. You gotta always watch for that Jinx rocket.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay. Wait, why? Is that just a misclick? Yeah. Still go with Mikhail's or Athene's here. Yeah, that's true too, OP. The Q does heal yourself. So it not only makes your heals bigger, it slows people, it does damage. It also heals yourself, which does benefit from your own plus healing and shielding. So, okay, good. I like the Athene's buy here. So yeah, I know in a fight, like, it can get kind of wild because you're trying to, like, position so you don't die, and you're trying to heal people with your W. But just throw those Qs down. Just get in the habit of at least throwing them. You know, if you miss a lot of them while you're learning it, that's fine. But you just got to make sure you're throwing them. I'm pretty sure it actually doesn't... No, she has to turn around and cast it, I think. It's Soraka. I think she can actually cast... I can't remember. Soraka might be able to cast her Q while she's moving. So it doesn't even, like, cost you any movement. I know that Janet can cast her spell while moving. Don't chase that. Don't... Just go get top inhibitor. Or bottom inhibitor. Y'all are chasing kills too much. Just wait until Talon's here and go get this. Like, go ping this. No, don't chase. Just go get this. Go get this right here. You don't need a wave. Just get it. Be careful. There's 2 people chasing Jinx. I think y'all can get it anyway. They have 1 person dead. Okay, y'all should back up. They're gonna spawn. Just go get the top now. Top inhibitor. I have a feeling some of y'all are gonna try to dive this. Like, try to close the game or something. That's gonna be bad. Yeah, you need to ping everybody back. Go get the 3rd inhibitor. You don't have a very good siege comp. Malphite does have his ult, but yeah, y'all should have backed up and just pressed top tower. Because here's the thing, like, you know, even if you can beat them in their base like that, even if it's possible, like, if you just go to the other lanes where when you have inhibitors down, each inhibitor down usually forces 1 person to deal with the supers. So, like, you could definitely have a 4v5 instead of a 5v5 in their base. And you might even be able to get a 3v5 if it takes 2 people to clear those inhibitors. Jinx could probably do it by herself, but that's why you need to back up. It's not that, like, in theory, could you guys... Oh, no, back up, you missed it. It's not that you couldn't maybe beat them. Like, you could, but there's an easier way. Which is force a 4v5. Yeah, I figured it was something like that, Jason. That's fine. It's a misclick on the barrier that one play. But yeah, that's why you need to ping people back. It's like, even if you can win the fight, you should still just take a higher percentage play anytime you can get it. And so, if you can force that 4v5, it's higher percentage. They need to back up. It's going to be 3v5. 3v4. Graves is dead. They're about to get flanked by Ahri. You need to ping him back. So yeah, in general, you need to be communicating a little bit more with people. Try to drop more control wards to deny vision. Don't Baron, just get top towers.
Red team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Just get the towers. I wouldn't even risk this. Like, we do see Graves in the base, but... like, if Graves steals this, it's gonna be really bad. They're all coming over here. We need to ward over that for sure. Okay, so your job, it's harder to do this as Soraka, but try to, like... okay, it looks like you guys got it. You want to try to zone the jungler off if you can. Y'all need to go back and spend that gold. Heal up.
Shall transcend.
Be careful, you don't have talent. No, is this a throw? Yeah. Run. Yeah, y'all gotta wait on Malphite though. He's your engage. So just push this up, get vision in here, like just like ward over this wall, like pink ward this. Ward over here or something, just push up. Run. Just run, she's dead, run. She's dead, run. He's probably dead too. Yeah, I wouldn't full out go for that inhibitor because it's going to be a 3v5. You push up to like here and then just like rotate between the different lanes and just push it all up to their base and then run away. You just have to be really scared of Zillion. He speeds people up. Like Zillion speeding up like Renekton is a nightmare. No, don't go that far. Don't go that far.
Red team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Punk's dragon. It's Elder. Heal him. What's your item? guess. And wait on Malphite. I would maybe try to go get this Elder here. Whoa, she went back in? Silence, no, you gotta wait until her stuff's gonna wear off and then you silence her. Yeah, y'all didn't have the Nidalee, I don't think, right? Yeah, Nidalee's really quite, so you guys opted into a 4v5 against like GAs and Zillion and Hourglass. So you need to ping and like let them know that Nidalee's not there and say, hey, back up, Nidalee's not there. You need to make sure there's 5 people there. So like what happens, I talk about this a lot in a lot of coaching sessions. Like when you push them in, they're naturally gonna be grouped because they can't be anywhere else most of the time. Like they all have to be huddled in their base, right? Because there's nothing else on the map for them to do. But when you're ahead, in map position, your people can be anywhere. You know, someone could just randomly be farming raptors. Someone could try to go randomly split a side bush or like back up to go buy an item or something. So you have to be really vigilant of that and really watch the minimap and corral people and tell them, hey, don't fight unless people are here, because they're going to be grouped up. Like 99% they're going to be grouped up because they have to be. But your team has a million different ways they can screw that up and not be grouped up. So you got to be particularly vigilant about it if you're ahead. No, he's gone now. Jinx is going to flank him probably. He did force a couple of kills, though, which is nice, I guess. Your team comp's just a lot harder to execute on, too, in terms of, like, Nidalee falls off really hard late game. Yeah, this is fine. The other two are going to be coming up, so don't chase too far. Jinx is just too much power now. I think it's tough. So, like, you definitely need to be, like, shot calling more and just directing this Clown Fiesta where people are just... I know, like, the argument is, well, people won't listen to Bronze. Jason said it was Bronze in the chat. But you'd be surprised. They will. They will, like, not all the time, but if you don't say anything, you know, there's a 0% chance they're going to know what you're thinking, right? But if you say something, there's at least 1% or greater chance they might listen to you. So, you know, it's all about just improving your odds and your probability over time. You know, over hundreds of games trying to play this season. Even if people only listen like half the time, that's going to, you know, eventually lead to a lot more wins. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out there. So I think the biggest thing is, as far as like modern Soraka after the nerfs to Aerie and Scorch, I would definitely start maxing your W, especially past level 6. If you're winning in lane, you can get, you know, 1 or 2 points, extra points in Q. So you can get 2 to 3 total points in Q in the laning phase if you want to. But you really need to switch over that W quickly, especially if you're losing lane pretty hard. Then you want to switch over that W quickly. And then, like, let people die a lot more. So just think to yourself, just don't automatically go over and try to save people that are out of position, especially Soraka. Because you you're going to drown with the ship most of the time if you try to go save him. So just think, okay, is this guy dead? Is there any way I can actually turn this around and save him? If not, you just got to let him go. Soraka's not the champ to do that with. You know, someone like I said, like maybe Janna or like Thresh or something can go up and try to save people that are in bad situations, but Soraka's just going to die doing that a lot. So you died several times trying to save people that were really far out of position. So you just got to just let them die. You know, if they flame you or ping you or whatever, just mute them. But that's a big thing. You bought a lot of control wards, but I feel like you need to be placing them more and trying to deny vision a little bit more. I think that would be helpful. So even though like you might have a control ward on the map, you can replace it and put another control ward down to shut out vision around key areas, right? So like when you guys were trying to siege, I was telling you put one on your side of the wall to lock out their vision, and it makes it a lot easier for like Nidalee to hit spears on them because they're not going to see them coming, for example. So you want a ward on their side of the wall and drop a control ward on your side, and that helps out a lot with sieges. Yeah, shot calling was another thing that I mentioned several times. You got to direct people because, like I said, the throws are real a lot of times, and it's because the losing team is naturally going to be grouped up a lot more often than the winning team. So you have to make sure your team is grouped up before you make the play. So just like in that the last major fight that you guys had where like Nidalee wasn't there, you know, you need to be pinging Nidalee and just pinging back on your team and say, wait on Nidalee, and just ping her like 3 times. So I think that would have been helpful. If the map opens up, as we said before, you got to kind of stop what you're doing and get mobility boots so that you can rotate around and be where you need to be a lot of the time. So you got to adjust your build a little bit there. I do think the Ardent Sensor wasn't like terribly effective with this comp because you didn't have any real people that benefited from the on-hit and the attack speed that much. Your Jhin like doesn't benefit that much from it, and he was really far behind. So I think that investing something like a Mikhail's or an Athene's earlier, or even a Locket, might have been a better option. But yeah, hopefully that helps out. Okay, so that's going to be it for the coaching video. And I'm going to post up. If anyone else is interested in a coaching session out there, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. I'm more than happy to help you out. It's just a $20 donation. If you are a member of the channel, then it's just $15. If you want to become a member, it's just $5 a month. And you get access to the Discord. You get access to playing with us on Viewers Night if you want to, which right now is every Sunday night. And then you get that $5 off any coaching or any guides that you plan on doing. So if you want to do a coaching anyways, you know, the membership is basically free. If you just sign up for the membership, you get that $5 off, which is what the membership costs. So anyways, and if you do like 1 coaching session per month, then the membership's pretty much free. But anyways, thank you very much. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to like and subscribe. The stream's going to continue for a couple more games, but that's it for the individual coaching VOD. So thanks, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.